What's up guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Hunter Kenway. In today's video, I'm gonna teach you everything you need to learn about drop shots. Now, before we get into the video, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll always get notified when I post new videos. And now let's get right into it. So the thing I'm gonna talk to you guys today about first is how to rig the drop shot. Now I'm gonna teach you from a way that a beginner should learn, that make it easy on you guys to rig this. It's super simple, you guys. It's not hard, it's not rocket science. It's very easy and simple to rig up a drop shot. A lot of people are intimidated by it, but I'm gonna show you an easy way to do it here right now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys step by step how to rig this, so you can kind of rewind back through the video and just do this step by step with me, so you'll have it, just in the right way you want it. So first we're gonna talk about just the hook. We're gonna talk about getting the hook on there. And if you guys can see right there, the way I got this hook is I got a piece of line coming down on the main line. It's tagged on to the top swivel on this drop shot hook. And then, as you can see, I got the bottom leader tied to the bottom part of the swivel. Now these hooks are VMC hooks. These are just plain swivel drop shot hooks. I'm gonna put them in the screen right now for you to look at. These are VMC spin shots, and I really like these because they're very simple to rig. They're very easy to rig, and it's a perfect hook for a beginner with a drop shot to learn how to tie one before he goes hook and starts putting two lines on one hook. You want to make sure that hook is definitely up and down vertical. You don't want to make sure it's horizontal where it's side to side, and you don't want it to be upside down. You want to tie it just right. And I feel like these barrel swivel hooks, drop shot hooks, are a perfect way to go ahead and learn right off the bat. Now, as you can see, I have the leader part hooked up with a cylinder weight. Now this is a cylinder weight. Now the cylinder weights, the great thing about them is they go in and out of cover super well. Like, they're amazing going in and out of rock or lay downs or any kind of bottom of grass. You're not picking up a lot of grass with that weight. Another great thing about these barrel swivels is the little pin it has at the top. Now, as you guys can see right here, the top pin, I have that line through the pin eye, and you pull it up and it pinches in there. Now, what's that gonna do? What that's gonna do is, if you're fishing around rock, let's just say like a bridge, and you got all that riprap, and you want to fish around with a drop shot. If that weight gets lunged in on that rock, you're not going to lose your whole rig. You're not going to have to retie your whole drop shot, because everyone knows there's nothing but more of a pain than having to re-rig your whole drop shot after you break one off. So what that's going to do is, when that thing gets lunged and you're pulling on it, that line is going to snap off with no problem. It's gonna be a lot easier, it just pops right off. It's not gonna cut your line. What that's gonna do is, yeah, you're gonna be out of a cylinder weight, but these are a lot cheaper than these hooks and the bait that you got on there. And it's also saving you more time to rig one. So check out some cylinder weights. Check out these VMC drop shot spin shot hooks. It's VMC spin shot hooks. So you guys, check them out by VMC. They're great. I've caught a 7-pounder on this hook. These tiny hooks, a lot of people are intimidated by these small drop shot hooks, like, oh, how's that gonna hook anything? Or how's the fish gonna stay on there? Guys, I've caught a 7-pounder on this hook, and I've caught a lot of 5s and a lot of 4 or 5 pound spotted bass on these things. They hook up great and have a great hookup ratio. So go check them out. I know they got them at like your local Academy and Bass Pro Shops, and they're just absolutely great. And I know there's a lot of other brands that also have the same style of hook as well. Now, let's get into the rod and reel combo that I like to use with a drop shot. So I talked about the line, no lighter than 6 and no heavier than 8-pound line. And really what a drop shot's made for is those vertical drops down on the fish. And when you're doing that, most of the time you're in a little bit clearer water. I don't ever throw a drop shot in muddy water. Just don't. Most of the time if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna throw a Texas rig, or I'm gonna flip a jig or something. So in those cleaner water situations, like if you're at Lake Lanier dropping on spotted bass, or you're up north dropping on smallmouth, you really want that thinner line. So a 6-pound line to an 8-pound line is really what I like to go with. I'm more of an 8-pound line guy, but if you have them really finicky fish, sometimes you could go down to 6. I've seen guys go down to 4. I don't go down to 4, but 6-pound lines as light as I'll go, and 8 is as heavy as I'll go. Okay, so the rod. This is a Duckett Terex rod. This is a 7-foot medium heavy. I like a medium heavy. A lot of guys like to go with a 6'10" medium or a 7-foot medium. Me, I like a medium heavy, and the reason for that is I feel like I get a lot better hook set in these smaller little hooks. You know, I feel like I'm pinning it in there just right. I can feel everything with it. I can go a little bit heavier on the weight, and I can also bring it through the cover a little bit better. I like a 7-foot rod. I get a little more casting distance out of it. I feel like I also get that more parabolic bend to set the hook a little bit better. And overall, you know, it's just something I've always used as a 7-foot medium heavy. You guys can go with whatever you feel is more comfortable to you. Some guys like to start off with a 6'10" medium, so you can check that type of style out, or you can go to a 6'6" medium heavy or medium. Just whatever you prefer, whatever you think is more comfortable for you, that's what you should go with. But I do recommend you try out all the sizes of spinning rods before you just choose one and that's your DropShot rod. Just go to your store, local store, pick it up, feel it, see if it feels right. If you think it's gonna be great for a DropShot, buy it, try it out. If you don't like it, just bring it back and return it and get another one. But I definitely prefer a 7-foot medium heavy. This is my all-around favorite DropShot rod. Okay, so the reel really doesn't matter. It's just a 3000 size Lose reel. You know, any kind of spinning reel will do. I've seen a lot of people fish drop shots on bait casters. I've seen them flip them at, you know, lay downs and rocks. You know, y'all make fun of a guy who's throwing a drop shot on a bait caster because he's gonna catch them just as good as you are on a spinning reel. But spinning reel, you know, it doesn't really matter as long as you got a good spinning reel, good quality one. I like the 3000 size Lose right here. And it really doesn't matter. But this is the setup that I like to use with drop shots. If you look in this video right here that's coming up right now, you're gonna see how I like to set the hook in a fish. Now, if you watch closely, I'm sweeping that hook into that fish. You know, I'm not trying to jack his jaw or trying to make that, you know, thrust that hook through his face. You know, I'm not doing any kind of, you know, setting the hook like you would do on a jig or a Texas rig. I'm just sweeping it into him, nice and easy. That small hook has a really sharp penetration. It's gonna go in there nice and good. That's the good thing about this medium heavy. You know, I don't have to really give a lot of power into it. I can just reel down, sweep it into him, and you're gonna have that spotted bass or whatever you're going after hook perfect right on the top. You know, setting the hook like you would do on a jig or a Texas rig. I'm just sweeping it into him, nice and easy. That small hook has a really sharp penetration. It's gonna go in there nice. So throwing a drop shot is very simple. As you can see in this clip right here, it's just a whole lot of bouncing it up and down off the bottom, trying to really attract the fish's attention. But I like to pause it every now and then, let that bait kind of float down a little bit, that subtle little, you know, fall. And what that's gonna do is that's really gonna trigger them bass into eating it. Especially that's why you want light line, because they're not gonna see that falling. Give it a few twitches, make him angry, make him want it, and it works really well with finicky fish. Okay guys, so that's all I have for today on the drop shot video. If you have any more questions about drop shots, you can put it down in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them. As well, you can message me on Instagram. My Instagram is Hunter Kenway Fishing, and so is my TikTok, so check me out there and give me a follow. I got a 100 subscriber giveaway coming very soon. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel to be entered into that giveaway. And like that video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. See you guys later.